Peaceful RaRe Ka Maai here of RaRe Ka Mystics. And today we are here to do, thank you, the Daily PowRa for the 4th of the 7th, 2018. Today is Mercury'day. Wednesday's archetype, planetary archetype is Mercury. Wednesdays are very, it's the middle of the week, and what is in between what is the core of our existence here in this realm? Communication, relations, learning, growing. And Mercury basically sums all of that up, especially to do because this universe is mental, and Mercury deals with the mental, the intellect, the intelligence, how we communicate, how we travel, how we relate, So it's a great day to cultivate all those energies. The color therapy is yellow, which looks at, wisdom, and the polar opposite is fear and doubt. So when these things creep in on a Mercury day, is a great day to check it, deal with it, The aromatherapy for Mercury is lavender. And lavender is a very calming scent. It's also protective. It's also helps you calm yourself, still yourself enough, protect you from non-conducivity, and bring in the conducive, i.e. the divine guidance. Because purple, lavender resonates with the higher mind, the crown chakra, divine guidance. And the mineral therapy for Mercury'day is Mercury. Okay. Or some people like to use quicksilver because Mercury is associated with quicksilver. Numerologically, we have the 4, the 7, 2018, and altogether that adds up to a 22 vibration. Okay, 22 vibration is me. Yes, I was born on 22nd, so 22 is a great vibe for me. But 22 basically means to be open, to be expansive, to be imaginative, to be of the collective, to envision grandeur, to build grandeur. So 22 vibration is one that looks at the collective needs and envisions how to best go about attaining that. Okay, so what is it in your world that you need? What do you see collectively that is needed in this world? What do you feel that you can do? What attributes have you got to add? We have a lot of planets in retrograde right now. In fact, I'll list them for you. I have it written right here close to my book. We have Mars that went retrograde on the 26th of June, and it will be retrograde until the 27th. We got Saturn that went retrograde on the 18th of April until the September 6th. You got Neptune retrograde on June the 18th until November 25th. Jupiter retrograde from March the 9th until July the 10th. We got Pluto that went retrograde on the 22nd until October the 2nd. Sorry, April the 22nd. And then we have Mercury, which will be going retrograde on the 26th of July. Thereafter, we have Uranus and Venus going retrograde in August and October. But retrogrades all in all means a time for you to slow down and check the energy of these planets and how they are affecting you. So, okay, let's look at Mercury that will be going retrograde next. What is it? How is your communication? How do you deal with your siblings? How do you deal with neighbors? What is your traveling like? What is your thoughts like? Are they conducive? How do you use your intellect? What are you learning? What do you need to learn? When the planets are retrograde, this is a great time to ask yourself these questions. Check yourself. Any RE, whether it's your relearning, redoing, rethinking, resuming, reissuing, realizing, reflecting, regrouping, all the REs. Okay, redoing. It's a time to take back. Time to time to take a step back and check yourself. Okay, obviously all the planets have different meanings, and people are going to get into that soon. Give thanks to the 2 shots inspiring me to get this out there like this still. Okay, the 4 vibration is all, sorry, it's the 22 vibration. I was thinking about the 4, because the 4 is today's number, which is the double, it is the higher octave. Sorry, is the 22 is the higher octave of the 4. Okay, it's when the 4 is on its square, and the 4 is all about managing, being a great manager, very diligent, organized. But the 4 looks at the personal, managing, let's say maybe the day to day. It's also a mental number as well, so it deals with the mind. But then the higher octave of the 4, which is the 22, looks at the, not just the personal, not just the micro, but the macro. So again, the collective energy. Okay, so what are we building on this day? We have the moon in Pisces, and we have the soul in Gemini. The soul in Gemini again is looking at, and also Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Okay, and we have Pisces, who is also ruled by the moon, or is definitely affiliated to the moon, because Pisces is a water sign, and the waters is governed by the moon. And the waters, when we speak of waters, talking about your emotions, how you feel. Okay, so we're checking our thought tracks, how we're thinking and we're feeling about our feelings. Okay, know that Pisces is a very intuitive card, or not say card, energy. But I find that the Pisces soul sign, people that are born under the soul in Pisces, don't always really readily realize the power that they have with their intuition. And always remember that not because you're a Pisces, that means you're going to be super duper intuitive. We comes in different degrees, levels, and stages and phases. And so, yeah, you might be a Pisces, but it doesn't mean you're going to fit the Pisces characteristic to a T. There's a lot that comes in play that makes a difference. But generally, Pisceans are intuitive. Pisces is the last and the first sign. It's the sign that's gone round the whole zodiac wheel. Okay, the Pisces would have already been in Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and all the rest of it. If they come into this life as a Pisces, that means they've already had a few lifetimes, many in fact. And this is not pertaining just solely or specifically to Pisces sun, right? Sun sign, because usually the sun only details the ego, okay, or the outside, but the moon, remember, details the inner side, the internal, the feelings. And even the rising sign details where you've come from in your last lives and what you are seen as through other people's perspective. So that I believe that the rising and the moon sign are more innate, whereas the sun sign is it can be a bit blasé. It's not always very strict, if that makes sense, because people's sun sign doesn't detail their whole characteristics, but their moon can detail them a little bit more, because that's how you're feeling. Because people can hide their feelings, yeah, but their actions, which is usually their passions, are moved through what they feel. So you can trace back and see where that, what is the root, where did that boil from. But anyways, got the Pisces and moon right now. Intuition, knowing that spirit is first and matter is after. Okay. And the soul in Gemini right now, realizing that, learning about that, not allowing your mind to tell you otherwise, because that is the truth. It's not a fact. That spirit is first and matter is after. And we have to balance both. That's the truth. To be happy and joyful in this life, at least. If you don't want to, then that is still the truth, but it doesn't have to be even a fact for you. So I'm rambling, 10 minutes in. Let's look at the cards for today. We have imagination and abundance, sorry, for the angel messages. And imagination affirmation is, I picture positive outcomes for the highest good. Yes, usually I didn't even check it. Imagination, there you go. That's a 22 vibration. Like, you have such a great way of, great creativity within your mind, that you can, within your mind's eyes, that you can see and make and turn things, or make things into fruition. That's not a right sentence. You can envision something and have it through it. Okay, give thanks. 1122. You have the power. Picture it and make it happen. Use your imagination and use it for the most positive outcomes. Because again, we have the power. We know this. We can create anything, the good, the bad, or indifferent. But if you picture positive, if you look for highest vibrations, you bring that forward. Then we have abundance, and it says, I deserve love, prosperity, and success. Most definitely. We are abundant beings. The only reason we feel any source of lack is because we are blocking ourselves some way, somehow. It's about time you check it. What is blocking me? What am I doing that I know really is not serving me, is non-conducive to me, that is blocking my blessings? Okay. And sometimes this is not a blame thing. It's just to give you a push again, because we all know, and even if nobody else knows, and even nobody else knows the gravity of it, once you know, like, you're the only person that needs to know, and you're the only person that needs to make that difference, or you're the first person that can make that difference. So get it going. Okay. Your relationship card message is, the essence of my every desire can be fulfilled. This is number 10. Right, again, this is like in tying with abundance and imagination. Let you know the only reason you are blocked of any things that should be and is innate to you is because you're blocking yourself. The essence of every and each desire you have can be fulfilled, and the only reason it is not, it is because you're blocking it, because you don't believe it can really happen. You're thinking it's a fantasy. You're thinking it's too far away. You're thinking this can't be real. You're thinking you don't have the power. But I know you know now. This is number 10. What's that? Integration. Knowing that you have the power of both yin and yang. That's the feminine and masculine principles. That is receptive, nurturing, intuitive, spirit-led. It is protective. I said that. That's more so the provider, but they're both protectors. Okay, the feminine is protective of the unseen, and the masculine is protective of the seen. The masculine is mental, is pragmatic, is rational, is go-getter, is life force, is chi, is power, is strength, is force. I keep repeating myself. Okay, yeah, you get it, right? You have the power of both energies within you. You can fulfill anything with this wholesomeness. If you use your intuition and then move, like, boom, you have both these energies, okay, to be fulfilled and to fulfill your desires, your destiny. Like, utilize the both. There's no separatedness. You have the yin and the yang within, and of course, once you fully understand and integrate and cultivate the internal, the external will come as well. Okay, so yes, you deserve love, prosperity, and success, and don't think that it ain't coming to you. You have to first and foremost be due diligent about doing this work, that internal work first and foremost. Because if you don't do that, then outside of yourself it's not gonna bear fruit like you could and should, you know. Tarot message today, we have the High Priestess, the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Chariot. Amazing. Why? Because the High Priestess is talking about this Pisces moon that we got going right now, and the Chariot is Cancer, and we have the North Node in Cancer right now. We also have Mercury in Cancer right now. Okay, that's I was supposed to tell you about Mercury in Cancer earlier when I was looking at the archetype. But yes, and Cancer. Okay. And why I even mentioned about all the planets going retrograde is because Cancer looks at the past, okay, and so does Pisces. And this eight right here, this is the Eight of Pentacles, and this is a hardworking somebody that's been working and is wanting to acquire all the material wealth that they want and they need, and you know they're just going for it, being due diligent. This eight is all Eight of Pentacles represent the material realm and power acquisition, material acquisition. Yes, but why do you want to acquire material acquisition? Because you want to own your power. If you want to own your power and stay powerful and be working on your purpose, on your shit, then you have to balance both, integrate the two. And somehow this is also speaking to me about the Gemini in soul. Okay, this the Chariot is talking about determination. Okay, for success in what is dear to you and moving forward towards that. Using your intuition and knowing that some things have to be kept secret, and there are many secrets around, but you are unveiling them. Okay, being that mystic, using your intuitive guidance, going within to find out the secrets, the Gnostic's tales, you know, the what's the words not coming, the occult, okay, the esoteric or exoteric. Knowing that you have the power and you have to keep on working to be able to move to your desired outcomes, okay, and they will be successful because you are abundant. You have to continue on envisioning greatness because you're that powerful. You can bring it forward. It does exist. It can exist. For your romance love message, we also have express your love and trust. Express your love and trust. Okay, it says go ahead and make the romantic gestures, and trust says the situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, what else do I need to say? Express your love. If you're loving something, somebody, express it. Don't hold back, because then how will they know? And trust yourself, trust your innate guidance. Like whatever you are attracted to, you're affiliated to, however, whatever, it's not for no reason. You know, there's no such thing as coincidences. Nothing is by chance. Just like all these cells that we have in our body, all these little hairs that comes out of our skin. Like if you even look at the crevices, not so much the crevices, but just look at your skin and you see all the different kind of shapes, and all of that is not by chance, though. So don't be foolish. You know this. I didn't do any clarifications. Let's go over it real quick. Okay, remember that your source is one of love, not condemnation. Don't try and be like, oh, I don't like this because of this and because of that. Let it be. Let them be. If you don't like something and it's close to home, make the changes within you. Okay, and don't hold yourself back. Express yourself. Definitely. Express yourself, but you don't have to condemn anybody because of how they express themselves. You can suggest, you can advise. Okay? But definitely you don't condemn. Because our source is one of love, not condemnation, okay? And for The romance love, we've got flirt, and we also have unrequited love underneath it, and deception. Okay, because you're not trusting and you're not expressing your love. You're being asked to flirt. I mean, that means extend your light-hearted energy to others. That doesn't mean go and be a hoe or nothing like that. Just be kind and nice to people, you know, loving. Unrequited love only comes when you are second guessing yourself and not being your higher self. And sometimes if the person doesn't vibe with you, that's okay, you know, someone else will. That is totally okay. And if you feel like someone is says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, yeah, that's okay too. I mean, like we've all the same way, we're looking at the cells in our skin, like there's that many people in this world, like it's not the end of the world. But for some, okay, it might be the end to the most fulfilling world. You can still live, but you're not gonna have the most fulfilling world if you try and diss the thing that you know is really meant for you, because it might not seem so physically might not seem so physically, but spiritually there's this uniqueness, there's this feeling that's never been felt before, there's this draw, there's this pull, really not understood, which is probably where the fear and the doubt and the scaredness comes from. But like, come on, we're not supposed to be fearing or doubting or scaring anything. Okay? Don't deceive ourselves by not listening to the cues that we get within. Chemistry is real, it's there. Calling in your soulmate, I'm not surprised. And letting go of control issues. Heart to heart conversations, and let's stop there. Romantic feelings, you know? And curiosity that we had yesterday tried to come out as well for the angel guidance when I was shuffling earlier. And it says explore the wonder of life. Again, remember that curiosity keeps you alive, interested and interesting. Like keep learning. Like I think that's so important because I mean my children's father and we have a quite a big gap between us, and you know people look at I feel like, you know, older people, there's a difference between being an old person and an elder person. An elder is someone who's respected, who matures into their age, and you know is someone that you can look up to and give thanks for. An older person is just a person that is getting old, okay? And it's like no matter how old or how young you are, you must always remember that if you're still alive, you're still kicking, yeah, you're supposed to be growing. No one here is all knowing, okay? No one in this paradigm, this physical reality is all knowing, okay? The smartest person in the world, this one saying I used to love back in school, the smartest person in the world knows that nobody is dumb because everybody has their own smarts. Okay, be curious in life. Don't take nobody for fooly just because it's not something that you're into. You understand. Likewise, don't think your shit ain't the shit because nobody else understands. Okay, always check yourself. Be sure that you're in the right alignment with your higher self. Okay, with the truth, and all will be well. It will reveal itself in good timing. Yeah, being clear and disciplined about your ish, and laugh anything off that doesn't serve you. And yesterday, actually, there was a very deep healing, and this card fell out yesterday as well, and I forgot to mention it for the third. And also sorry about that, yesterday I did do it earlier, but I couldn't upload it because the way my children were going in, yeah, and the way I was going in, actually it was me. I was like, nah, I don't want people to take this and think it's cool. It's not. So I had to edit that, and I am really checking myself on how I went in and how I need to do better. Okay. But Archangel Raphael was slipping out yesterday as well. And remember, this Archangel Raphael talks about abundance, and also it's about healing and being healthy and obviously wealthy, because you want to be healthy and good state to live out your life so you can bask in your wealth. You know, you don't want to be wealthy and then be of ill health. That'll make it no sense at all. You know, and of course we want to be happy and joyous, and laughter comes hand in hand. Because in the tarot message here with this determination that you're going towards, okay, seeing that it's all very etheric, but it's there's work to be done with it, and it's necessary, and it's gonna be successful. Okay, you have walking away, the Six of Swords, from imbalanced emotions, because wish fulfillment is what you've always been looking for, and you yourself have bonded yourself because of it. Because right now you have the Two of Cups situation. Someone that is a beautiful complementary is your complementary, right? Wow, we got the Two of Cups and the Lovers back to back. Okay, and okay, so because you're like, what is this? This seems too good to be true, clearly. Okay, you've had to go, you're now going within. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, yes. And on camera, yes. Do that, do that. When you come to this, like, that's the best thing to do, because if you start rushing or start running away, it fucks you up. But if you go within, that's beautiful. Okay, because in no time, the Tower, this is the universe. Whenever you see these major arcanas and they have like a sentence there, the and something, these are major arcanas. Like the High Priestess is one, the Chariot is one, the Tower is one, the Lovers is one. And when you have a lot of these, there's only 22 in the deck of 54. Okay, 72 even, sorry. When you have a lot of these in your card spread, that means the universe is like, is governing you right now. It's not just your way, it's God's way. All right. And so the Tower is the energy of you just being kicked out of what you thought was well established. Like, this is a rude awakening. This is Uranus as well. Tell you, it's like a sudden change because this is not what serves you. You haven't this is universe, like, basically lighting a fire underneath your ass to move you out of somewhere that you already know is not longer serving you into something that actually will serve you. This divine love is going to serve you, darling. It's going to bring all of this. Emotional bliss, fulfillment, happy home life, happy family. Okay? And that encompasses business, leisures, pleasures. Okay? The decision is what you need to make now for the victory. And it means you working together. You're being judged. This is a judgment call. Okay? This is time for you to rebirth your true self, your higher self. And stop all this conflict. You're not winning anything here, because you're what's that? You're fighting the war but not winning the battle, and looking back thinking like, but do I really got it though? Even though you seem to have all the things in hand, but you're looking back because you're realizing that, yeah, I'm kind of still feeling some kind of lack. Speak your truth now. Speak your truth, please. Okay, be clear and cut off any non-conducivity, whether it's yours or anybody else is around. Cut it out. Okay, I'm gonna leave you there. Good, thanks, y'all. Have a beautiful rest of your day. The 4 energy force 22. Heighten your vibration. What would you like to in this world? How would you make, we have a Nia, purpose. Kuumba is creativity. Imani is faith. Ujama is cooperative economics. Ujima is collective work and responsibility. Kuji Chagulia is self-determination. And Umoja is unity. And that is the Nguzo Saba for the which is the 7 principles of the Kwanzaa celebration that is celebrated between the 26th to the 1st of January, December the 26th to the 1st of January. It's like a African inspired Christmas time. And why I even went there, because one of the quotes, I don't know if it's Nia or Kuumba, which is purpose or creativity, talks about you coming into this world and leaving it more beautiful than how you met it. And that is what the 22 vibration is all about. Using your imagination, you're using your innate gifts and talents, yes, your core foundation, to bring about a beautiful change that's needed in your paradigm. And once you do it in your paradigm, it will shift and trickle into paradigms. Okay? Good, thanks all. Much love, much love, much love. Have a beautiful day.